You can ask Trump for one thing, to resign. Simple as that. Simple and easy. Resign. Get out of office.
If I could ask Trump one thing, I'd ask him, why do you think a lot of people hate you so much? And why do you think you're so hated?
My question for Donald Trump would be, why don't you apologize to the Central Park 5 members for falsely accusing them of raping a woman?
I asked Trump for about 10 mil. Why not? He got it. If I got 10 mil, I'd do the rest by myself. I don't need that motherfucker. Nothing else. Give me some bread, and I'll holler at you. I need him for. He can't give me no pussy.
If Trump could give me anything, I would ask for wealth and respect for more people of color here in America.
If I could ask Donald Trump for one thing, I wouldn't ask him for nothing, because I'm not into asking white people for anything.
If I could ask Trump one thing, I would ask him, is your hair real? If I could tell Trump one thing, lower the prices for kilos, man.
If I can ask President Donald Trump one question, my question is, what the are you doing? Do you really think you're doing a good job? Come on now.
We had Terry Crews on the show, and you know, Terry was talking about being molested, which sounds, it shouldn't sound funny, but it does sound funny.
Wait, how is he? How old? Because that's a big dude.
Whenever the guy grabbed his agent, he called that molestation.
That ain't molestation. That's you. You know what I mean? That's my to fight you, and you said no.
But whatever. Okay, he got
dude, grab it.
He got his penis grabbed, but he had a good reasoning. Well, I asked him what his wife thought about that, right? Mm-hmm. And he was like, his wife is the one who trained him not to react in a certain way, because he said, what people don't know is, I've been knocking motherfuckers out in Hollywood.
For grabbing your
just for trying him.
Like, okay, so if that many people are trying you, you, Terry, maybe you should stop flipping your in every single video.
That's what I said
That's
to him.
all he does
shit. People said that to him. I said, people have said, well, Terry, you always got your shirt off, you doing your pecs, you play gay roles. So like I said that, I've seen people say that. That's all bull.
What you mean?
So what if he's doing that? That don't mean I don't give a man the right to walk up to you and grab you.
No, you shouldn't grab somebody's. Okay? That being said, that's a brave motherfucker.
Not really.
Terry Crews is an ex-football player. He's probably 220 pounds. Solid muscle. This agent was what?
Rich.
5'9",
powerful,
rich.
Famous. I mean, not famous, but rich, powerful. He was abusing his power. And we talking about physical power.
Also, if he's a white dude, it's a joke. This is another thing you have to understand. Like, in white culture, it's very prevalent.
We
have to respect cultures. We have to respect cultures here.
This right here. Now,
do we
imagine
not
this
respect
is a
cultures or not?
No, imagine this is a
Yeah.
This is a joke.
Yeah. Oh, first of all, you can only touch on the back of your hand. It has to be the nail side. If you touch on like the palm side,
from what it seems, this dude was like,
man, stop playing. Ain't none of that. Shit. Come on, yo. Nah. No, stop biting your lip. Yo, get your teeth on your lip, bruh. You can't touch my teeth on your lip.
I was told, it was a sensual grab when it was.
Nah, there was no sensual grab. It's not white boy fun. Trust me, I'm an expert on white boy fun. He was. The wife is right there. You think he's really trying to seduce him in front of the wife? You think he's like, yo, I'm gonna grab his you gonna leave this chick? Nah,
I ain't trying to seduce.
He's not fuck. The wife is right there. He's just trying to do a little tap. Yo, we homies. Yo, bro, I don't even feel comfortable with you looking at me like that. Looking at me? Yo, unsquint your eyes, bro. Don't ever squint your eyes and grab a microphone in that manner, bro.
Terry Crews is serious about this.
What do you mean?
Because we were just having an interview about the movie Sorry to Bother You.
Okay.
And he went off. I mean,
what he said?
He just went on a whole 15-minute rant about the Me Too movement and him being molested and assaulted and this and that. I'm like,
you too big to be molested. Dude, nah, bro. If you're 220 and you're being molested by a guy 5'8", you're not being molested.
I know that sounds.
Knock him out.
I can't tell a man how he should react, because you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. The fact that he is a 6'4", 200-something pound black man, as soon as you put hands on this white guy, the optics of that look crazy.
Yeah, until you explain that the white guy caressed your right? And then the judge goes, oh, you were being sexually assaulted? Yeah, people get knocked out.
The judge goes, you big sexy motherfucker, you can't take a man grabbing your
Man up.
All that toxic masculinity.
You play.
By the way, they would have said Terry was full of toxic masculinity.
Son,
he just grabbed your.
You're telling me you play football your entire career. You're in locker rooms with dudes, right? For years.
Mm-hmm.
You never had a tap or an ass slap or none of that kind of.
Yeah, but it's a difference between a tap and an ass slap and a fucking sensual
You want to know what the
grab,
difference
man.
is? You liked it.
Nah.
You liked it, Terry, and that's what you deal with. That's what it was. What?
Thou doth protest too much? Is that what
Thou
you're saying?
doth protest too much, fam. I'm saying, bro. The reason white boys were so comfortable with the gay is because we're not worried about the gay. If you that worried about it, what you hiding, bro?
Or maybe you just got violated.
Maybe you missed that locker room.
Maybe you
Where's
just got
Sandusky
maybe
at?
you just got violated. Didn't you say a dude grabbed your ass and you didn't know what to do?
When?
Remember you said some Asian or manager grabbed the film director, grabbed your ass?
Oh yeah, director, yeah. I shook that like a pro. You know what I'm saying? Some of us want to make it in this business. You know what I mean? Some of us don't care, apparently.
See, but that's the thing. He felt later on. Listen, I cannot tell nobody when they can and cannot feel victimized.
Damn, like, you really gonna carry that all day? Dude just touched a little bit of your like, whatever. Like, come on. That's really that big a deal? Chris, you won't touch Chris's I can slap Chris's now, and I feel
talking
no.
about
You
slapping?
could slap my right
Give
now,
it
and
a
I feel
sensual
nothing.
grab.
Nothing.
Give it a sensual grab, hold it for 2 seconds, and look him in the eye.
I would allow Chris to do that. Chris, you can hold my 2 seconds if you want. Let me get it warmed up.
A long time ago, there was this one guy that I liked, and he told me much later the reason that at that time he didn't really want to go out was because he was up. Like, his money wasn't right.
And he look at you and see that he can't afford your type of
and he backed
liking,
away.
so
And
that's
well,
what
I'm cheap.
I mean, because you eat chicken.
I don't eat red meat. I don't drink champagne.
Nah, but she drink a whole lot of other drink. So it got to add up.
It'll balance itself out.
You get what I'm saying? Like, and drink is food.
And he can't buy you nothing that's not luxury, so ain't no gifts popping off.
Like he not taking, but you could miss out on, like, for him, he could miss out on a great opportunity because do you really want to date a woman that's really only interested in you if you have money like that?
It's not just being interested if you have money, but it's if I can maintain myself at a certain lifestyle, then I expect whoever is trying to court me to be able to upstand that same lifestyle.
Because he could be honest and be like, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a little up right now.
Okay, so hold that through to it. Me, I threw
we might respect that, though.
Hold that.
Would you respect that?
I would respect it, but that's not somebody I want to talk to.
Thank you.
I respect it all day. Hold that at the
figure
Thank you.
And I'll probably be married.
Because two things could happen. One, his ego's gonna get, you feel me, like bruised. He gonna start feeling away. He might, you pay for everything, so he's not gonna feel manly.
Not that you have to pay for everything, but he's
So then
gonna
what
gotta,
we
like,
gonna do? Go to the park.
you can go to, like, Applebee's in a movie.
Applebee's, though?
They got that chicken fried chicken.
Nah, I'd rather sit in the house.
Chicken fried chicken.
Right? Like, I can't
Chicken
go to
fried
Applebee's.
steak.
I'm not going to Applebee's. I don't go to Applebee's on my own time. So I'm not about to go and nobody figure it out. There's plenty of restaurants out there that you ain't got to go to Applebee's.
What about Ruby Tuesday?
No.
What about Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A.
If
Bring
it's
your
on a-
bag.
Listen, if he pull it off on a Sunday, yes. Then that's my man right there. Like Chick-fil-A on a Sunday, he did something special. But if it's on like a Monday, nah, bro, that's no.
What you think is a good amount of time to have sex?
It depends. Where we at?
Like,
Where we at?
what you
Right.
said, yeah.
We in
In
the
the
public
hotel, y'all ain't
In the
gonna
bathroom at
If we on the
Applebee's.
And are we sober or we drunk?
If we in the balcony in the middle of the daytime, we might
Is it
be able to
better
quick to
sober
go
or
and
drunk?
And drunk.
I feel drunk because people are more comfortable.
Your inhibitions are out the window.
Yeah.
I feel like I said this earlier, and I don't know if this is just me. Do you feel like you might do some when you're drunk
That you won't do when you're sober?
Do when you're sober?
Yeah. You feeling like you're unstoppable.
But what happens when he brings it up, and then you like, I don't know what I did.
That
you did last
I
night.
was drunk. I don't know.
Nah, but you gotta
Did
act
he
like
like
you
that?
was with it. Like, yeah, you know, I did that just
Like what, L'Oreal?
Yeah.
Like what?
I don't
Was
know.
you blowing
I don't remember,
bubbles up his
nigga.
booty
Blow
hole?
bubbles in his butt.
Yeah, I was
You
blowing
did
bubbles
in
in his butt. Nah, but I'm not gonna front. Like one time, no, it wasn't anything crazy. But the dude said to me like, "Yo, the was saying last night was so crazy." Like, which you probably know better than me. Like, I was not there.
You was listening?
I was drunk. I wasn't there either.
You was listening?
What could you have said?
I don't know, but he liked it.
You probably was like, "This is the best I had in my life."
Who knows?
You probably called him Papi, and you don't even speak Spanish.
I probably was speaking all kind of Spanish, Creole, out the small. Like, I don't know. When I tell you, I don't have a clue. I felt so bad.
Let's just say you were in love, right? And the guy was treating you good. He was great. Would you let him use your credit if he had bad credit?
I don't think I'd be dealing with a dude who needed.
But let's just say he just made some bad business decisions.
And he got money.
He got a lot of money.
He got money?
He got money. And he's about to get a brand new car. And he was like, "Yo, put your name."
Co-sign.
And I'll get you something too.
How long has it been?
6 months.
Hell no. Hell. 6 months.
All right, 1 year.
A year? No, I got
co-sign. I got the money right
Don't
here.
Don't fall for this trap, sis.
She's telling me don't fall for this.
How do you say no, though?
That's true. No,
that's hard. It's somebody you wait
I don't feel comfortable with co-signing for your. I'm sorry.
But what if you see him take care of everything? Like,
you're right.
He's paying every bill on time. Now, that's
jewelry.
Is
he paying his credit bad? Is he paying his bill or my
Because he made some bad. Listen, there's guys that have money that don't have good credit.
Like
there's
they sell drugs.
Your mom put their light bill in.
And it's not even they don't have good credit. They don't have any credit.
Honestly, you know what? I say no. Only because a year ain't enough. That's like a commitment. Like, you gotta be like someone who I'm probably about to marry or something. Like, cause that's like a bond. And what if I get tired of you? I'm not trying to like have to keep like checking in with you.
Because L'Oreal done have some cable bills in her name.
Nah. Hold on.
We still dealing with the repercussions.
Gotta take that cut off.
All right, well, sweetie. Okay, John Legend talks about his sex playlist, and he said Marvin Gaye. What's on your sex playlist?
I want to put Pandora on, cause I don't.
You must pay for Pandora then.
Girl,
my Pandora got commercials. My Pandora got commercials, girl. Be like, what?
Join 30 minutes free for the next commercial free.
I only say that because there was this article and it was like you shouldn't create a playlist because when you do that, you know, like what songs coming on, you know, how long. I don't know. It was. They made some really good points. They said you should put on a what do you call it? Them instrumentals that just keep running.
Instrumental
music, not an instrumental. It's like a
freestyle. Freestyle on it.
You're gonna be like,
no,
I'm going for the playlist now. But I do agree that you can't have like the same playlist going like, but you gotta shuffle. You gotta like have like 80 songs.
You gotta think about the last to that song.
The last time I heard this, my leg was over here.
Blasted to this song, this bum ass.
That's why they say don't put songs on.
Like, you busted on my face right when the spot came on.
No, not true, not true.
What's up, it's Angela Yee, and we are here for Breakfast Club Extra with Ask Yee. We don't get paid extra for this. Okay, the question is, I'm from Perth, Australia. Could you please help me? I love my girlfriend, but I'm exhausted from dealing with one crisis after another. She overcame opiate addiction only to fall in a deep depression and a severe eating disorder. I support her and love her, but I'm starting to think she'll never get better and I may have to move on. At the same time, I love her so much and I find it very hard to even think about leaving. P.S. She supported me during a 12-month prison sentence last year. So she's been there for me through hard times. Well, you know, that's why they're called hard times, because they're hard and they're not easy. Now, opiate addiction is a difficult thing that even afterward, I'm sure she's still dealing with things. I'm sure that's why she fell into that deep depression. So mentally, she really needs you to be there. And that severe eating disorder, all of those things probably stem from the addiction that she has. And it looks like she really needs to get some psychological help to get to the root of why she's suffering from these different things. It might be things that she hasn't dealt with from her past, things that are still troubling her. Maybe there is something so severe going on that she might even have a chemical imbalance and need some type of medication. But those are the things that she needs you to be there for. her for. Now, even if y'all don't even end up together, you said you love her so much, you can't picture yourself being without her, which means you have to do whatever it takes to try to make sure that she gets better. So I would highly recommend that you do some research, maybe ask around, find some people that can be helpful who are experts as far as therapy, and just assist her in going and find somebody to talk to find out why is it that she is having these addictive personality traits. And clearly it's not something that you should think that you can handle on your own. She needs expert help. This is a disease.
Well, did you see Jadena's tweet?
Yeah.
I thought he had a really interesting tweet.
I do. I get it. I mean, listen, by the way, and I shouldn't be saying this at this time because it's kind of selfish. But how long have I been saying Dale would never let Malcolm Little become Malcolm X? How long have I been saying that?
What do you mean?
How long have I been saying that statement? This generation will never let Malcolm Little become Malcolm X. Now all of a sudden, Jadena tweets out, if Malcolm X would have died at 20, then he wouldn't become the Malcolm X we know. And his tweet, okay? This is all about credit right now. That's all.
Get your credit, bro.
I want my little credit. That's all. I got this I wrote this in my book. I've been saying this for years. The same statement, the same sentiment. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all full of with that. And I'm gonna tell you why you're full of And I just had this conversation with my intern.
I'm getting up the tweet, but go on.
That's all y'all do is take people's paths and try to ruin them, no matter how much they've grown and how much they've evolved. Shut the up. You did it with Bill Cosby. You did it with Nate Parker. Nate Parker came out with Birth of a Nation, caught a rape charge 17 years ago, got found not guilty. Y'all dug that back up to bury him. So stop talking to me about how y'all was gonna let somebody grow and evolve. Y'all, that's all y'all do is hold people accountable for they did when they was kids. So shut the up with that dumbass tweet. If Extension, if Malcolm X would have died at 20, he would have been the Malcolm X. Y'all don't let people grow. Y'all do not let motherfuckers grow. Stop it.
It's that takedown culture, man. It's that cancel culture. I'm looking for the tweet that he said, but it's.
You trying to spell Jadena? That's what you're.
I don't know how to do that.
He got attacked for that tweet a lot too.
He did.
A lot of people didn't like it. They think whoever it should be held accountable, basically.
So here's the thing I've been thinking about. Basically, the tweet was, at 20 years old, Malcolm X was an abuser, a drug user, and he was
wildin'.
So if he died at 20, that's how we would remember him, right?
No. If he died at 20, we wouldn't know him.
Well,
there would be no Malcolm X. We wouldn't know anything about him. There would be nothing.
So
Malcolm Little would have just been another in Harlem that died.
So what he's trying to say is like, I believe that people can change.
That's a fact, though.
Now, I look at this situation and I'm like, if everything happens for a reason, and I try to believe everything does happen for a reason, I go, what is the reason for this? Why is he killed? What happened here? And I'm starting to think, like, this dude, XXXTentacion, really affected a lot of people positively. A lot of people say he saved their life. Like, truly believe that his message, his music, what he was talking about saved their life, right? And I think I go back to that saying all the time, which is you either, die a hero, live long enough to become a villain, right? Yeah. And I think what happens is if he kept on living, right, potentially, and gets convicted of these charges, which are really serious, right, it affects his legacy, but it also affects the positive influence, right? Almost similar to Cosby. If Cosby died before Me Too, Cosby dies a hero. Cosby dies someone that we look up to, someone who was an amazing father figure, someone who was an amazing representation of not only a creative, a comedian, a black man empowering and changing stereotypes.
Pac got convicted of rape. And Pac still was considered a hero or somebody that was positive and influential. Like, I think
I'm just saying, but back to this point, right? I'm just saying it's like, if he did that, we would have a completely different perception of Cosby and he would still be some people's hero, right? But what happens is he gets, convicted of this, and now he's no longer somebody's hero or somebody's influence, right? And I think
Cosby may not be the best example, and I take it back even when I said Cosby, only because he did so much for so long, and he was. I use people like Kobe Bryant, like when Kobe won his Oscar, and they brought back up the rape charge that he had. You know what I'm saying? Like, he shouldn't get an Oscar because it's an
He was acquitted of that.
Yeah, exactly. Nate Parker, same thing with Nate Parker. Nate Parker got found guilty. Like all of these guys got found not guilty. 17 years later, they grew, they evolved, they're different human beings now. Why are they being crucified?
No,
for what
I'm
they
with
did
you 1,000% on that. I'm just saying, like, the reason for his death, right? So, like, let's say if the world operates in this way where there's a reason for everything, right? If it does, if we're assuming that, right? And then you have this guy. Sometimes maybe, all right. Sometimes, but if it does operate that way, right? And then let's say he dies, right? He dies before he's convicted of these, horrendous charges, right? Mm-hmm. And by dying before he's convicted of the charges, those people that he influenced positively never get to see their hero convicted of this awful stuff. So he gets to continue living as this positive influence. His legacy remains this positive influence.